For me, a great way to experience culture is by volunteering. I got to volunteer in India a few years ago, and while I was there, experienced an Indian wedding. So I got to dress in a traditional Indian sari and eat all of the traditional food.
I was recently living in Taiwan for 3 years, and they have dragon boat festivals there, and they do races, and it was a lot of fun. They have somebody banging on a drum on the boat, and people row to the banging of the drum.
My family and I went to Prague in Czech Republic. I have heritage there. And I'm going to tell you, I saw something that really moved me. We went to a place called the Sedlik Ossuary, which is like a Roman Catholic chapel. And in the 14th century, the king of the day asked the monk to build chandeliers and decorations out of the bones of people that had died during the Black Death epidemic. My family and I were just awestruck at the architecture and the work that had gone in. And obviously it was a little creepy too, but very, very interesting.
Our final story takes us to Cranbrook. We're in search of a great cultural experience. James Farnan's heading back to school. James?
Thanks, John. You know, one of my favourite ways to experience culture is definitely through food. So today we're at the College of the Rockies here in Cranbrook, where Vietnamese is on the menu, but we're not only going to taste it, we're also going to make it. And joining me now is Julie Sejon, chef and teacher here at the College of the Rockies. Now, Julie, today we're going to be cooking Vietnamese food. What makes this class such a good cultural experience?
Well, we shop locally for all of these interesting ingredients that have eventually made their way over here from faraway places. The Vietnamese, they base their foods on the 5 elements of taste, which are your spicy, sour, bitter, salty, and sweet. Each element sort of represents the crispness of the greens that you eat, the smell from the herbs that you're using, the visual attraction of the presentation. So you're actually tapping into each of your senses. Today we decided to start off with a Vietnamese coffee. It's a very, very strong coffee, so you get your bitter from the coffee. And on the bottom here we've layered some sweetened condensed milk.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Let's do it. I wonder how hot this really is. Not hot at all.
I think the fact of trying some different foods from different countries is always exciting.
It gave me some insight into Vietnamese culture and how they, evolved the cooking style that they did.
Julie's doing a really good job giving us the background on the foods and a variety of dishes for us to try.
Fish sauce. It sounds disgusting, but it's really, really fabulous. When you mix it with lime juice and sugar and chilies, is really delicious.
What is it actually made of? Is it they just grind up fish?
Fermented squid. Some have anchovies in them.
Are you a fan of fish sauce? Do you have it in your cupboard back home?
I do have it in my cupboard back home, but I didn't know how to cut it and dilute it and what to add. And now I know that you need like the lime juice and the herbs and spices.
What do you think of the fish sauce?
I love the fish sauce.
Do you have fish sauce in your cupboard at home?
Yes, we do actually.
Do you use it?
Yes, all the time. Use it in my juice in the morning.
I've never had Vietnamese food before, so for me everything is new. I like the fact that we've different ingredients that I've not used before, and I really like learning the technique.
You've had the chance to learn about all the cooking, you've made it all, now you get a chance to sit down and eat it. Does it pass the test? Are you happy?
Yes, it's great. I love it.
What's your favourite so far?
The papaya salad.
It's considered one of the healthiest cuisines in the world because they use very little oil, and all the flavors are based around fresh ingredients.
You know, making good food has to be one of the best cultural experiences around. I'd like to see someone else out there top this.
Well, that's it for this week's show. Don't forget to tell us what you think on Facebook and join the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag TopThis. I'm your host, John McKenzie. We'll see you next time on Top This.